Welcome to SXP Metamorphosis 365. This is your growth podcast. I'm making sure all of the beeping is done beeping. Beep, 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 beep. What's going on, partner? How are you? Today, we're going to have a great conversation about powerful accountability and some story time. Beyond that, we're going to start all podcasts like we start all podcasts. Welcome to episode 109 and gratitude. Thank God for the gratitude practice. I gotta say that it is because it is so ingrained. It is completely helpful. Helpful. You hear me good? That's what's up. Okay, so not flow. All right. Sovereign divine God, you are merciful and amazing. I am grateful. I'll be fussing. I'll be mad. I'll be pissed. I'll be happy. I'll be sad. I'll be elated. I'll be in bliss. All of the things, and through all of it, through it all, gratitude. I remain grateful. Hmm. Do. I do not know what that was. And we ain't gonna know. How about that? Can you see me? Anyhow, I'm gonna keep going because I'm kind of guessing that you can. All right, so having gratitude in the water, let's get into this conversation. So, story time. When my children were young, if y'all are parents, you're gonna understand this right away. Ma. This one did that. This one did this. Now, mind you, I had three girls and I had three boys. So it was a party. It was an occasion. It was a wonderful thing. Best friends was in the water. People were present. Right? There was alone time, but only kind of was a choice. I'll put it that way, right? And there were times where, and I had lively people. I had comedians, mischief makers, and I had mischief makers. So they got it fair on that one. But occasionally I would get that rush of right, and this is how I would quell the madness. And this we're starting here. One, we're teaching out the gate. If you have your pen and paper ready, go ahead and take these notes and get this work. When they would approach me with whatever had happened, or their feelings hurt, or how they felt it should have gone, or this and that and the third, my pause was immediately, do not tell me what your sibling did, sister, brother. Mm-mm-mm. Tell me what you did first. Tell me on you. Okay. And then I'll get that person in front of me and I'll ask them the same. I have maintained that practice from children to every career involved, especially when it comes down to life coaching, and I'm a licensed life coach, especially when it comes down to working with the youth, especially when it comes down to working with men, especially when it comes down to working with the women. Listen, listen. Everybody has a turning point. There is usually enough blame to go around, usually, because participation occurred. And it is that sometimes people do not want to take accountability for their participation, and that is detrimental. Like that is detrimental, and it's immature. Okay, so tonight we're having a conversation on powerful accountability, and what I hoped to do was to help us, and I can't tell nobody without telling on me. I apply it to me when I am feeling away. I call it processing. When I'm feeling away, the world needs to give me space to process. If I say if I say no, if I say hold on, if I say wait, believe and trust me, I mean every last one of them words. It's not an option. It's be still. Let me process because I need to process because I want to not be a human who just claims, and then claims. We see the world we're living in, right? We have the elected officials that we have. We have the systems in place that we have. Majority of that stuff was in place by the time I got here. Okay, probably by the time you got here too. So those things we cannot say I had a hand in creating, but we can say that we have a hand in participating with it because these are the systems that we were born into. These are the environments that we were born into, and we are products of our environment. Make no mistake about that. All right. Out the gate, I'm kicking off a quiz because I think this is a wonderful start to digging into self. Are you a human who is so given to blame that you can't see your own fault in whatever situation? And here is a profound thing. I was, a coach before I became a licensed coach. I went hunting, I went shopping for understanding, y'all. I pursued it. I needed peace, and I pursued that peace through understanding. I had a coach pull up on me one time and just ask me, right? Just ask me those weightier questions. And because of those questions, I went hunting into self. The introspection and the energy. Get your energy out. I'm from the hood, y'all. Southside Chicago. Your energy. All right. So this is me inviting you to go inside you. You'll hear my voice, you'll hear my words, but take this to heart. Take it to the chakras, take it to mind, take it to your understanding, take it to your sovereign divine God, take it to your worship, take it to your knees in prayer. Let's go. You can choose to rate yourself 1 to 5 if you want to. That's up to you. One being is rarely true, five being that is consistently true. If you're brave and bold, do it. How dare you? Question one. I follow through on commitments I make to myself. If you've been anywhere near this podcast, you will understand why that's question one. I follow through on commitments I make to myself, but I'm gonna move kind of quickly because we got a lot to cover tonight, and I'm not trying to be here all night. Let's go. So I admit mistakes without immediately becoming defensive. Do you need to become defensive first before you can admit a mistake? And some people do, and this is not good or bad. Heaven or hell, I ain't got one of them to put you in. I'm trying to put you in a position to learn more about yourself, see how you move, course correct accordingly. Three, I manage my time intentionally. This is for my folks who are constantly late, who are constantly double booked, who are constantly exhausted because of their schedule. This is to you, love. I manage my time intentionally. Are you intentionally setting your calendar schedule your 1,440 minutes? Okay, five up. I have clear personal goals written down. I have clear personal goals written down. Been around me any kind of time, you already know about the mastermind. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we coming together and I'm on the ass. I need to know, do you have goals? There are some people who are just coming into the fold and they're learning the way of movements. I'm patient where I need to be patient, but other than that, for the folks who know you grow, okay, what's the problem here? Every so often is to come to Jesus, where your goals at? What are you working on? What are you accomplishing? Because this is life. This is your one life. This is your one time around, and this personality is you. And you've made some commitments to you. You said you wanted some things you desire to have. You have a heart to accomplish, people to serve, a story to tell. You handling your business. All right. I consistently practice healthy habits. That does not mean that maybe you ain't got some trash can habits somewhere hanging around, but do you have some habits that you consistently practice that are healthy too? Seven, I send feedback. I seek feedback, pardon me. I seek feedback instead of avoiding it. Can you sit and have an honest conversation? Can you hear the fire if somebody's aiming at your booty cheeks and da, 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 da? Are you a person who can withstand that conversation? Or are you so fragile and you so right that you can't hear when somebody pull up on you to tell you the truth about something that you up to that maybe you should not be up to? All right, let's go. So I seek feedback instead of avoiding it. I avoid blaming others for my repeated patterns. For the best that I continue to do, the stuff that keeps showing up in my life, I keep seeing this, I keep seeing this, I keep seeing this. And I'm tempted to say, oh, was this person, or was this person, or was this person? No, no, no. Hold up. Pause. situations, environment, people. Pause. Are you able to avoid blaming others for your repeated pattern? Let's move. I surround myself with people who challenge me to grow. Again, if you're in my circle or anywhere around me, you already know I challenge people to grow. And thank God I got people around me that challenge me to grow. Let me get a shout out in the water real quick, too. One, Alice Boswell, whose play, she wrote a stage play and brought it to the stage. Let's go. Shout out to Alice Boswell for getting it done. Sisters on Sunday, right? For Danielle Pollard of Seven Wolves LLC. She had her 50th birthday, which was also put to use as her book launch party. Can I say it was a fabulous event? Amazing, amazing. So I have incredible people around me doing amazing things. I've got folks put albums out. I have folks running for the Grammys. I got people book after book after book. Like I am surrounded lawyers, doctors, just movers, thinkers. I make sure to put myself in those circles. It's important to me that I grow. I can't be sitting around with my thumb in my butt wondering, but nah, I don't have time for that mess. There's a life to live and I'm living it. Are you living your life? Let's keep moving. I take action even when I don't feel motivated. Let me tell you something. Today was a very challenging day, right before maybe an hour, not even a good hour before coming to do podcast. I got some news that was quite disturbing, that bothered me. And I didn't know. I was like, oh, damn, this is big. This is it. I need to sit down and I really need to tend to me and process this thing through. However, I made a commitment to be right here with you at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday. And I keep that commitment. There's got to be some high water to hell for me to not be here. And if at all possible, to be present, guess what? I'm going to be present. Now, I still got to deal with this when I get off this thing, right? Same time, even if I'm not feeling motivated, I have a job to do. I have a commitment that I've made. Sovereign Divine pulled up like, hey, listen, this is what we need to get done. This message has to get out. People need to know they are heard, seen, loved, known. There's too many people taking their lives from suicide, from feeling alone, from not being seen, from not having company. And we know how the enemy move. Slide up on you when you're feeling your heaviest. Slide up on you when you're feeling your worst, and try to get you to do things that you can't take back. Unliving yourself, unliving folks. Foolery. So if you are under the sound of this voice right now, or engaging the sound of this voice, I'm gonna say over, under, or side. But you hear me, then hear me. All right, darling. You get to add it up. Add it up, add it up, add it up. If you have 40 to 50 points, then you got a strong accountability foundation. That's dope. I'm proud of you. This is good. Keep refining, keep strengthening, build and grow. It's and encourage others to lift up to your level. Okay, 30 to 39, you grow in awareness. That is beautiful. Keep growing your awareness. Use the questions that I've shared with you right here to build you up, to go hunting and do your introspections. Go see what's going on in the house and clean it up. I taught a master's class on Sunday, the 24th. That was spring cleaning. It was heart, mind, spirit, and soul and body. And I went in. If you know that you need that lesson, yes, it costs $75. What you can do is send that to my Cash App, which is Malikia C. So the $ Malikia C. Malikia is spelled Melikia, letter C. All right, first letter of my last name. And in the for line, you drop your email. I'll get that link and access over to you. Have better do your work. If you know that you're a little bit further along, you're a little bit deeper, maybe in the hole, deeper in the space of need, you are desirous and reaching for a life coach right here. Okay. I do not believe in leaving people behind. I also do believe charging what I'm worth. And I do believe in commitment. So if you are ready to commit to the relationship with me for growth, then I am ready to commit to that relationship with you for growth. Okay. And I work with my folks to make sure that their pockets are able to afford. My price is my price. But I will work with you to pay that price. Get the picture? Okay. If you know that is you, then you can directly text me, Coach Me. 321-443-2495. It's just Coach Me. That's it. All together one word, nothing else. And I'll be in touch with you, or one of my people will be in touch with you, and we'll get you ready. Okay, get you set up, scheduled, and we'll get this ball rolling. Because why sit and not grow? I don't get it. Why sit and not mature? We guys, I almost said two things. I had to catch my tongue twice. We still have people with one foot in the grave trying to continuously resist maturity. Stop it. Stop it. It is time to mature. You don't hit 30, it's time to mature. You don't hit 40, it's time to mature. You don't hit 50, 60, 70, knock it off. You know you're responsible, not just for you. Even if you're not a parent, haven't given birth to anybody about your body or seated, you're still responsible to the community around you to mature and to be a tree that has beautiful fruit that people can come and eat off of. Wisdom fruits, life fruits. You matter. So matter. Okay? Let's keep it moving. So month 30 to 39ers, you're growing your awareness, you got some structure, you got some consistency, that's good. And continuing that is going to help you level up to your next level. Get a picture? It's going to help you move up into that 40 to 50. Let's go 20 to 29. If you scored in that range, 20 to 29, okay, cool. Accountability gaps may be present, and they're definitely slowing your growth. There's no maybe about it. If you have accountability gaps, if you're constantly making excuses, if you got reasons, the reasons that you stuck where you stuck, and you content with your reasons, you can have them. You can have them. You have reasons or results. Pick. You choose. It is time for an intentional intervention. If you scored 20 to 29, and that's just honesty, I'm gonna tell you to you straight. Get with a coach. If you don't feel like I'm your coach, that's fine. I ain't mad one bit. Find your coach. Get to growing, get to growing, get to growing. Don't you see the world we're in? Can't we use a few more adults? A few more people who love. I love people back to life. That's what I do. That's my work. I do it consistently. Good at what I do. I love what I do. And I love who I get to do it with. Okay? Let's keep it moving. All right, here we go. If you're 10 to 19, you scored 10 to 19, you need a reset. You need a life reset. You need a life reset. Because someone fix this right here is going to say to your face right here, what's going on? What's going on? What are you missing? What lessons are you refusing to accept and implement consistently that will drive you to the results necessary? What's going on? My grandma just pops in mind. What's taking you so long? I've been doing a chore, y'all. This is when I was a kid, before I got that learning drill in, right? Starting to do. What's taking you so long? I know what I asked you to do. I know how long it takes to do it. My grandma was not playing with me. Okay, then she hit me with how you do a thing, right? How you do anything is how you do everything. And this task is not for me. This task is unto God. Man, when she hit me with that, I was just like, unto God. This ain't got nothing to do with my grandma. This ain't got nothing to do with me, really. This is something that is for me to do. And I can do it with a smart, healthy, wise, willing heart. Or I could be a stubborn ass and kick against the goal, drag my feet, and have a cow about it. And that's just gonna make it take longer. And I still gotta do it. Quit playing. Okay, and life is like that, darling. There may be some things that you are dragging your feet on, dragging booty cheeks on, not listening. The Spirit of the Lord had already told you no. And you was like, yes. Spirit like, no, yes. You can have it, you can have it. Remember I told you. So up to you, you can have it. But is it beneficial? Is it helping you to grow? Is it moving you toward maturity? Is it causing you to be that beautiful fruit tree where folks can come and eat, have shade, live, grow, and be more knowledgeable because of you? You let me know. So I reset, I would say two, because I don't want to just leave you out there and just in a place of you need to reset. I'll give you this. Start with small daily wins. Start with setting your schedule. You build yourself a task list, make it three things. Today I'm going to do this, this, this. No excuses, no reasons. Get it done. When I write my books, there's certain books I be like, listen, I ain't going to sleep till this is done. Wrap. I can write 7 hours straight, 10 hours straight, 12 hours straight if I need to. If I decide to, ain't no need because ain't no need, ain't no want. But if I decide to, that's what we're gonna do. All right? I decided I was gonna be here. That's what we're gonna do. Once I made a decision, them choices is out the window. But there is no choice. I made a decision. So I encourage you to learn how to move that way. That's a mature way to move. This is not no iffy. Oh, I think I'm gonna. Hell no, I ain't got no time for that. Live intentionally. This what we gonna do. This the plan. This the move. Am I saying 100%, 100% of the times it always work out 100% of the time? No, I'm not saying that. Sometimes I have done a J. Cole who went the wrong way, okay? But thank God I was in motion and was able to course correct and head in the direction I need to head in. Get in motion. Move your body. All right, let's go. So for clarity, because I always want to do my best to be clear. You have gifts, you have talents, you got skills, right? You have a calling, you have a purpose, you have a future. This is why. Those reasons are why you do well to move in accountability. Hey, you ever heard of karma? Or for my people who don't like that word, you reap what you sow. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, sow some seeds of accountability. Sow some seeds of being reasonable. Sow some seeds of being loving. Sow some seeds of mercy because you're going to want mercy. You're going to want love. You're going to need somebody else in your life to be accountable. So you be the example. Is that fair, pumpkin? Darling, baby? Let me smile at you real quick. Okay, because can I tell you the truth and still be loved? I hope so. All right. I know a lot of powerful people. They're not all perfect. See? They're powerful people because they move and they do. They're intentional. I am intentional. I move and I do, and I am a powerful person. Make no mistake about it, okay? That don't mean that I can't grow and improve because I believe I can. I go looking for places to grow and improve. I'm looking at myself like, okay, listen, what do we do here? How do we do this? Can we improve on this process? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts right now? What are you feeling? Okay, like, how long are you gonna spin that out? How long? Because I think some great thoughts. I think some thoughts that are quite mischievous sometimes. I think some thoughts that bogus as hell sometimes. And then I let myself. I don't condemn me. I let that occur, and then I decide how long we're gonna be on this course. What is the bottom? Because I have boundaries. I already put my boundaries in place, so I got all up in here between them boundaries. But baby, once I hit that edge, that a boundary, it's a wrap. It's over. Now take your tail back on over to the center and adjust that process. Getting a lot tonight. Getting a lot tonight, and I'm praying that you take it to heart and take it to mind and put it to use. Because it's period. All right. So go ahead, get your reflect in, make your adjustments as you need to, course correct as you need to, grow and keep at it. I kid you not, keep at it. There are so many things, there's so many examples I could give you. It's like a flood of persistence. I ain't gonna do it. I will simply hit you with a story. Y'all guys, y'all heard about that 3 feet from goal. They digging, they digging, they digging, they digging. They digging, they digging, they digging, they digging, they digging, they digging. All right, they still ain't hit nothing. But they quit 3 feet from gold. 3 feet. So I share that with you just to paint the picture. Work it out. This is not no quick fix. I don't have that for you. I don't have that magic wand out for you. I have a granddaughter, 5 years old. She has a magic wand. I love her wand. We play games. Boom, I whip it out. I tap her. You're a fish. You're a mermaid. You're this or that, right? I don't have a magic wand to tap you and say you're mature. You're a billionaire. You're a millionaire. Your dreams came true. I don't have that magic wand for you. But you know what I got? These growth tools. That's what I got for you. You have 109 reasons, 109 opportunities to binge and grow. SXP Metamorphosis 365 is a growth podcast. And even in the episodes where we're doing interviews or goofing off and playing, they're still learning because I am not kidding about this. I do not play about growth. Be around me for 5 minutes, you're going to know that. Period. All right. Moving to your next level. I've taught this several times in the podcast and in master's classes and in other spaces speaking. I'm a speaker too. I guess I don't know if I said that, but I've been a speaker for years. When it comes to your next level, discipline is not an option. Discipline is the only way you move forward. You stand sound, you build foundation. It takes discipline. So if you are not holding you accountable, okay, if you got reasons and excuses, then you better know damn well you got holes in your foundation, period. You got holes in the foundation of your work ethic, in your family life, in your friends. Quit playing. You romantically speaking, you got holes. You might as well call it termites right quick. All right? Deal with that. Deal with that. Be honest. Be honest with you. I ain't sitting next to you. I ain't in your business. I ain't in your life like that, right? Except for those who I am. And then you already know what it is. I'm gonna harass you with love every chance I get to. Because it is my heart to see us grow and be effective and be impactful. I think everyone around me, that's how I feel like I'm like, damn, I am Malikia. I'm amazing. I think the people around me are amazing. I expect them to do great things too. I challenge them to do great things. So be around me 5 minutes. You're getting challenged. You're getting encouraged. You're being loved on. I'm not gonna say go do it and leave alone. I'm gonna be right there to cheer you on. Let's get it done together. Okay, keep it moving. Greater discipline. Deepen your honesty. Kill them excuses. Kill them reasons. Blech, vomit. Okay, let them go. Go ahead, get your accountability on. Boundaries. I mentioned to you guys about my boundaries. Set you some if you ain't got none. I'm gonna go this far and not any further. I will bring the example of addiction. My grandmother was addicted to cigarettes, and I would watch her go through these fits, y'all. Like she would blitz. And as I got older, like I'm old enough to witness the entry of the crack epidemic and the exit, so to speak. So I got to watch that addictive behavior, that fanatic behavior. You know what's crazy about it though? Here's the truth. That same energy, that same persistence and drive, if you can harness it and tweak it, get that transmutation period in there and put it into your discipline, baby, you will be phenomenal and unstoppable. Okay, but I used to watch her take off on the addiction into things. So I think I'm gonna leave that bridge right there and let you follow that bridge instead of what I was gonna share first. Follow that bridge. Find the nature in you. Turn it towards your discipline. So, discipline, not addiction. Okay. And if you are suffering through addictions, well, go ahead and freak it. And simply what I mean by that is it's not a, I'm not your medical doctor. Let me say that out loud. But I dang sure I'm someone who has helped people transmute the reasons behind the addiction. I would say it like that. Okay, because I feel the movement on that. So focus in on your discipline. That's my point. Healthier habits, intentional actions. Please stop living your day just, hey, I wake up, oh, I'm gonna do this as it comes to hand. Get intentional about your day the night before. Be still. If it is in meditation, if it is in prayer, if it is in the quiet, plan your day. Review what you did that day. Go through your mind. What did I do today? Who did I talk to? Who did I engage? What occurred today? All right. Move through that in your mind. Take some accountability before you close your eyes to sleep. And then also, before you close your eyes to sleep, set your day. Now, I'm a person who I love my calendar. I'm a fan. Oh, sis hit me with this. Hey, listen, there's this thing on Saturday. Will you come do this with me? Yeah. Guess where it is? On my calendar before I even answered her. Registered on calendar, then answered because I'm not playing about it. Right? I know to live intentionally. I know intentionally I'm in this seat. Booty meet in the seat, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Mountain, I love you. You let me know what time that is. Get the picture. And it's been this way for 2 years, over 2 years. All right? I've met and exceeded my commitment. Poetry show, Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 years in. I've met and I've exceeded my intentions. Mastermind. I've met and exceeded my intentions virtually and in person. Met and exceeded my intentions. Books written. Get the picture? So I made it a habit of meeting and exceeding my intentions. Okay. And this is not a, oh my gosh, you're so great, baby. This is work, darling. This is commitment. This is discipline. This is I say so, I do. This is intention come alive. This is the manifesting that people speak about. This is that. And it was not overnight. It was not overnight. My first book, told myself for years, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna write it. I sang myself a song, I started writing it. I wrote this, I wrote that. I wrote a bunch of things. Didn't share it. But the first book that I decided to write and share, 45 days, sat down with a cohort, did it in 45 days. Once I got to lay it out my behind and began to, what we talk about in that first thing, keep your commitments to yourself, it was out the way. I write books in 3 days. Not with no damn AI either. Sit down. When it comes to me, I sit down and write the framework of the book, even the novel I'm working on right now. I knew I wasn't going to be able to write it when it came to me, but you know what I did do? I sat down and wrote that framework out. I have a blueprint now. Monster. And I'm not just cranking out just to crank out. Mindful, even in my poetry books and mischief and dirt and erotica, all the good stuff in there, because I am an international poet with the honey drippers. What does that mean? That means I say some wonderfully delicious things in that group. Get the picture. Consistency, consistency, because I am intentional about all I do and who I do it with. There are some clients that can't be my client. And I already let them know. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Because I'm not fighting you for your stuff. When you're willing and ready to let it go, when you're ready to transmute, when you're ready to grow, here I am. But I am not wasting my time and energy on folks that ain't serious. Period. Don't do it. My people who are serious, we run, we grow, we love, we live, we experience life from the court, not the sidelines. Okay. So the real question, are you willing? Are you willing to become accountable? I hope so. I attribute willingness as my superpower. I think that's really it. Like I don't know. I am brilliant. I am beautiful. I am wonderful. All of the things, right? Whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, happy. Got it. Cool. All that. I still attribute any successes to willingness. God say, hey, wanna? And I'd be like, okay, I do that. I'm just willing. I'm willing. I'm willing. And I'm willing to love and stand as love and be in love and give as love. See? All right, you got a lot today. I will invite you to the e-course for those who are serious. I do have some more learning, but it's beyond the podcast. And if you would like to take that journey, let I know. E-course. You just text e-course. You don't even need the hyphen. E-course to 321-443-2495. All right, and we'll get into the powerful work of accountability. I am an accountability partner as well. Indeed, indeed, and I really enjoy that. I like seeing people grow and do the things they said they were going to do. Amazing stuff. I want to make sure that I share with you everything I wanted to share. Let's run back for a couple of things. Where does accountability begin? Honesty. That's why we'll harp on that like a drum and beat it. Self honesty. Be honest with yourself. And don't be lying to other people either. Knock that mess off too. That's negative energy. It drags you down and keeps you in a lower state of being. If you are lying, that makes you a liar. Knock it off because you are lowering your vibration and you're moving yourself out of alignment with every lie you tell. Knock it off. Okay. Every choice you make, and I move it even over to decision because sometimes we allow ourselves many choices and that leads to a fatigue or a freeze. Be mindful of that. I will use decision. Your decisions build your future. With every decision you make, you are building a future. So every yes comes with 4,000 things behind it. Get the picture? That's just a fun number. I'm giving you a fun number. But you've said yes to this part, so that yes applies to all the stuff comes behind it, okay? So be mindful of your yes. And when you say no, that no comes with all the things that comes behind it. All right, you've entered a path with every yes and every no. You are crafting your future with every word you speak. I'm mindful of my words, and I get irritated and I'm bothered when people are in my presence saying stupid shit. I don't have time. Be mindful of your words. constructing. You are constantly constructing with our words. So if you are poisonous with your tongue, if you are flippant and you are not mindful with the power that you hold and that you carry, nope. I do not like having access granted in that case. Be mindful. And I'm like, well, I do train people and I help folks grow through that as well. I have, am, and am willing to continue doing that as long as there's growth. All right. So these are all cautions to you, warnings, if you will, really. Okay. Mindful of your relationships, your financial stability. I'm not going to jump into that too far in because we're already 35 minutes in. I plan on being with y'all for 30 minutes tonight, but just a little bit more. Yeah, we have room. Okay. I want you guys to understand that as well. What else? We already harped on the excuses. I made it real clear like that. Accountability is an owner's manual. It's your ownership. It's your ownership. Your new car, your new house, your new electronics, the new thing you're gonna need to build, and it has an instruction. Da, 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 da. Accountability requires ownership. You gotta own it. You gotta own it. Piss on the excuses. Always difficult choices. There will always be the hard thing, right? They come. They're not always present, consistent every 1,440 minutes of every 365 days. Not saying that. But I am saying that the challenges will come, the hard things will come. And in that, if you have fortified and built yourself a foundation, then you will be able to stand and withstand. Okay? Puppet, darling baby, sweetie honey, smile for you while I'm telling you the truth. Okay. Community, accountability, and community are two great words. You put them together for greater and faster success. Community, accountability, in community. Okay. Last thing I will harp on is you. Um, in the same sense of lying, there's lack of respect in that. So accountability is a matter of self-respect. It's a matter of self-respect. Because think of it this way. Let's go back to the book example. Sitting there telling myself, I'm gonna do this book, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna write it. Hell, high water in life. Book wasn't getting written. And I had a moment where I had an ache of a moment inside of me that was like, nigga, you lied to yourself. You're a liar. Because you said you was gonna do this thing and you ain't did it. Look how many years it's been. I was like, ooh, I'm not a liar. That's not who I am. Core in nature. But why is it showing up right here in this manner? We gotta take care of that because my integrity matters to me. I had to write that book. When I understood that, when I understood that I was disappointing me again and again and again by saying I was going to write that and not doing it. And that may seem simple to you, but it was not simple to me because I knew I had the words in me. And the first book I wrote was titled, the one that I wrote and shared, The Ladder: How to Escape the Hells of Domestic Violence and Trauma. Can you understand how important that book is to women and men who are being abused? A pathway, a ladder to climb up out of that hole, y'all. I know what it is to sit on the floor in depression. I know what it is to have hair falling out. I know what it is to not sleep. I know what it is to be homeless. I know what it is to fight, wrangle, and rush after my mind. Been there. So how dare I take that long to write that book when God delivered me from that, helped me walk up out of there, and I ain't never been back. Okay? Do you see how important that is? Remember I talked to you about the tree. We gotta be that tree with the mature fruit and the shade so people can come and find peace and eat well and grow in wisdom and life and in discipline. You must be an example. You cannot be an excuse giver and a lie teller all your life. You can if you so choose, but what a waste of life if that's how you choose to live. Damn. Why? Okay? Just a few admonishments. Respect your intentions, respect your word, respect yourself. Okay? Honor me. I have a goal for the 31st of this month. I got a few days left to finish my final write on the novel. I love it. I finished the first write. Man, I banged that bad boy out. Woo! And now it's time to finish the final. because I set my intentions, I set the time, and I kid you not. Do you think life stopped acting out or challenges? Okay, so let's tell on the things. Yes, I'm a licensed life coach. Yes, I do trauma transmutation. So you know how much I tend and hold. I am an empath, a mommy, a grandma Gigi, as well a friend, a sister, a person who stands in the gap. I sit on several boards. I get those phone calls when folks is in need, the need. Not that, oh, I just think I need a new bag. Nah, okay. Life ain't stopped. Demanding. Still, I made a commitment to me. Am I merciless with myself? No. I do give myself mercy as I need to. But I ain't making no excuses and I don't pretend. Something is what it ain't. All right? And if I need to say to myself, hey, you're pushing toward a point where you don't need to be, you're keying up or overwhelmed. What do you need to process? I got a kick ass tote bag. Yes, I do. So I have to hop up in my tote bag and put it to work. So, all of that said, to encourage you and standing in your power and having a powerful ethic when it comes to accountability. Your respect is on the line. Your accomplishments are on the line. Your goals is on the line. The things you said you were going to do, doing it before you up out of this body. Do you understand how brief life is? Over the weekend, cousin's birthday, 50th birthday, I mentioned it earlier, Beast Mode, right? Her book launch. She shares in that book. The book is called Think Like a Lady, Speak Like a Wolf. That's the title of the book. Go find it. In that book, she lays it out. Her mom died. 6 months later, her brother died. About 2 months later, her sister died. To the tune of 14 deaths. 14 deaths in a short period of time. I think 2 years. Over the course of 2 years, can you imagine losing 14 people you love and still manage to fight and garner and hold on to your sanity, and still manage to write a book, maintain work in a home, take care of your two boys, and still plan a dope celebration and a book launch and a birthday party for our 50th. So don't tell me about no damn excuses. Keep that. Nah, none. Okay, so I am that person. I have small room for excuses. I have a little room for the things that make sense and when mercy is needed and empathy and caring intent to. I do all of that. And my clients love me too. I hear it all the time, which I love them too. And some of them get a little baby in here and there, but I tell you what, after we're done putting on that little alcohol and that peroxide and then band-aids, guess what we fit to do? Some work. Because we got deadlines and we have strategy planning and we have goals. We got stuff to tend to because somebody's coming behind us, and if we in the way, they can't come through. I'm done. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I've said everything I need to say. If you didn't catch it, go back and hit the replay. Not only the replay, go ahead and binge. You got 109 episodes. I am going to take a break this summer. I will keep you posted on when that's going to occur. It is not as if you do not have some growth here for you when I am off on vacation. You do. 109 episodes. And if you managed to get through all 109 episodes and have your notes and are doing your work, and you're like, Malikia, could you please? Then I will see what I can do about recording a few for those weeks where I'm away. I prefer to speak to you guys live because I into it. And as spirit moves me and speaks to me, I speak to who exactly is present and who exactly is going to come across this new replay. I have a really high output with replays. I don't know why, I guess time wise, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me as long as people are getting the message. Getting the message. And if you get the message, could you let me know? If you are growing with me, I want to know. The other email, let's see. Life is Sanctuary XP at gmail.com. That's what the SXP stands for. Sanctuary XP. I am the founder of Sanctuary Experience. Okay, that's what that means. So life is Sanctuary X as in X-ray, P as in Paul gmail.com. Go ahead, shoot me an email. Be like, hey, listen, I seen episode, whatever, this, that, and the third, and this is what I took from that, and this is what I began to implement. Or, hey, I got a question. How exactly do I implement this? Or, hey, listen, I just need some coaching or a strategy session. Strategy sessions are 2.5 hours. Maybe you're not ready to commit to a full 6 months of coaching or a full 1 year of coaching. Cool. 2.5 hours. You got that? I got that. If you got that, I'll make time for you. All right. Great things are happening. This is the year to do everything. Everything you dreamed of. This is the year to push it, touch it, press it into existence. We'll touch again on something I've shared in other episodes. When people say life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Okay. What I need you to understand better, we're moving into maturity. It's happening through you. Life is coming through you. Your intentions, your words, your thoughts, the stuff in the back of the corner, hidden behind the refrigerator that done fell back there and been left off the shelf forever. That there is coming through you. Life is coming through you. You do well to untie those knots in your spirit. You do well to clean up your mental closets, your heart closets, out in places and spaces. The monster in your being. And I kid you not, trust and believe, I ain't pointing at nobody. These are all things I've been through. I'm sharing me with you, y'all. And this is the truth. And I've removed any of the excuses. I've had many people like, I can't afford this, that, and the third. Well, cool. God saw fit to encourage me and press upon me to do a podcast so you have access for the FREE, the cost of you paying attention. Yeah, you gotta pay attention. Can't help you get around that part. But I have removed the barrier of finances at least. All right? And you ain't gotta believe a damn thing I say. Test it. Put it to work. And then once you become the believer of what's been said and shown and pathed for you, let a sister know. And I appreciate thank yous, monetary thank yous too. I ain't mad. My cash app is Malikia C. Melikiac. And I got Zelle if you want to do it that way. Say thank you. I don't drink coffee, but I sure do drink tea. And I'm a fan of cookies. I really, really am. I understand. And no amount is too small and no amount is too large. Listen, I'm listening. Because y'all, I do a lot for a lot of people. And I thank God for being able to. And I want to do more. There's more to do. I won't even say want. I don't want nothing. I don't need nothing. I'm going to do more. I've already intentioned to do more. There's already plans in the water. I have events where I get to love people back to life, back to back. Okay, I think I said bye twice. I feel like a pastor right now. Preacher, get on off the microphone. Here I go.